Hey, how's it going, guys? It's White Bread, and today we are going to be watching the 20 worst marketing fails of all time. Now, we're not going to watch all 20 of those because that's going to take way too long. So we're only going to watch like a good 10 at least.
Number 20, Live for Now, Pepsi.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Short film/commercial sees Kendall Jenner parting a protest like some kind of miraculous savior.
I remember this one. This is funny. Wasn't this one during the peak of like political news, right? I'm pretty sure this was. She gives a can of Pepsi to the dude, to a police officer, and everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, shut the fuck up," or something like that. Look.
Pepsi to a police officer, she unites them all using the power of soft drinks.
Imagine doing that. I could see why a shit ton of people would be pissed. I mean, that shit doesn't actually happen in real life. If it does, this planet is saved.
Ad generated immediate criticism and was pulled just one day after its debut. Even Bernice King got in on the bashing, saying, quote, "If only Daddy would have known about the power of #Pepsi."
Oh, that was funny now that I look back at it. Just imagine all of the politics that are going on nowadays. I am so glad I'm not a part of that. I'm so happy because then I would be so fucking miserable if I were into the politics. I would be such a miserable person.
Producers of violent video games are always having to defend themselves from parent groups that claim that such entertainment makes impressionable young minds similarly violent. When EA sent out a pair of commemorative but functional brass knuckles along with early press copies of Godfather 2, they really gave the naysayers an easy argument. Worse than being bad for PR, this stunt was actually illegal, given that brass knuckles are banned outright in many states.
Dude! EA's been shit since day one, man. Holy cow. EA's been making the wrong decisions since day frickin' one. I'm pretty sure the Godfather games are pretty good. I mean, my dad played them on the PS2 and he said he liked it a lot. So I'm assuming they were really good, but the brass knuckles, that's definitely gotta be EA's worst when it comes to marketing. I mean, that's gotta be up there in the list of EA's like shitty, lifespan.
Number 9, free flights, Hoover. Though it's hard to fathom in hindsight, back in the early 90s, someone at Hoover thought it would be a good deal to offer free flights to British customers who bought 100
you gotta
British
be kidding
pounds,
me, dude.
somewhere around $175 in 1992 worth of their products. At first, the flights were limited to within Europe, but in a move that resulted in things really getting out of hand, the company eventually added US destinations. The money people had to spend was a fraction of a normal ticket price.
Shit.
And so people bought vacuums just for the trip.
Yo, dude, Hoover knew how to get the customers right.
That they would run a promotional activity where they were only asking a consumer to spend £100 to gain a reward of up to £600.
Utterly overwhelmed by the results, Hoover backed out of its promise, fired executives, and lost tens of millions of dollars.
I wonder what's in some of these people's minds. How do they think, oh yeah, let's do this, but then not even think about the repercussions that happen?
Number 8, AIDS, the Carla.
AIDS!
For decades, this product enjoyed healthy sales, its popularity peaking in the 70s to early 80s.
Yo, imagine promoting AIDS. Oh yeah, you want to try this free chocolate? Oh yeah, sure thing. What is it called? It's called AIDS.
Coming in a wide variety of sweet flavors, AIDS was widely touted and marketed as an appetite suppressant. The manufacturer could not have predicted the AIDS epidemic of the 1980s, but the connections were immediately made.
Yo, you gotta be unlucky. You have to be unlucky to make a chocolate called AIDS and then have a medical condition to come out like a few years later called AIDS.
I've tried fad diets, powders, pills. Still my weight's been up and down like a yo-yo until the AIDS plan taught me how to take off weight and help keep it off.
It's just listening to it. Like, you know for a fact that sounds so stupid. If someone makes a product nowadays called, I don't know, cancer, that company is going down.
also didn't help the product's case that significant weight loss is a symptom of the disease. It's really unfortunate that the company had actors and models claiming, quote, "The AIDS diet plan really works."
And I'm not gaining weight. I'm losing weight deliciously with the aid of AIDS. The AIDS diet plan really works.
By the late 80s, sales of AIDS had dropped 50%.
What the fuck?
And the candy was eventually taken off the market.
Oh man, you know what? They gotta make a movie about this. They have to make a movie about AIDS, dude. Like, and the thing too is chocolate is supposed to make you gain weight, but instead you're losing it.
Number 7, KKK Wednesday.
Oh,
Krispy
shit.
Kreme Donuts Incorporated.
No.
Sometimes an idea is just so baffling and obviously problematic that it's a wonder no one caught it earlier.
Yo.
This is one of those cases. To cash in on children being out of school, a Krispy Kreme franchise in Hull, England created a promotion titled KKK Wednesday. It was meant to stand for Krispy Kreme Club Wednesday.
Oh, I already know where
but
this is
people
going.
obviously connected it to the Ku Klux Klan. Krispy Kreme was quick to apologize, delete the promotion off Facebook, and launch an internal investigation into the major slip-up.
Okay, sure. You make an internal investigation on the slip-up, right? If there are people higher up controlling what is being promoted, and the people higher up are the ones doing an internal investigation, doesn't that make you think like, hey, that's our fault, not the person who marketed it, because we let them do that? I feel like sometimes when people say internal investigation, they really mean that they're trying to cover themselves up.
Number 5, Total Crap, Ratner's Group. In 1991, Gerald Ratner was serving as chairman and CEO of Ratner's Group, a jewelry retailer. The company was incredibly popular in the late 80s and early 90s.
Okay.
That is, until 1991, when Ratner made a speech addressing the Institute of Directors. He called the company's cheap sherry decanter, quote, total crap, and criticized their gold earrings.
People
Really?
say to me, how can you sell this for such a low price? I say because it's total crap.
While those in attendance
Oh my
laughed at
goodness,
Ratner's jokes,
dude.
the company's value instantly deflated.
Wow.
Ratner's comments got him fired, nearly bankrupted the company, and forced them to change their name to Signet Group.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. All because of one man. One man and one joke. Pretty much ended an entire freaking company.
Anonymous love letters, Fiat. When you're looking to buy a new car, you're expecting a simple and professional exchange. In the early 90s, however, Fiat broke with that time-honored dynamic and decided to mail anonymous love letters to the demographic of women in Spain they were targeting with their new Cinquecento hatchbacks. These letters were personally addressed, bore no Fiat branding, and adopted the voice and perspective of the car. Characterized as an admirer, the car wrote stuff like, quote, "We met again on the street yesterday, and I noticed how you glanced interestedly in my direction." Except, again, there was no context. Just a letter, so naturally, some 50,000 recipients thought they had a stalker.
I don't know. I'm kind of speechless with that one. Because the women there have no idea, like, what the hell is going on. No one ever told them anything. So it's like, being a woman, that's kind of dangerous. Because it's like, if someone is stalking you, this is a scary situation for a woman.
3. Number Fever, Pepsi. As an attempt to
Another
increase sales in
Pepsi?
the Philippines, Pepsi held what seemed like a pretty standard numbered bottle cap giveaway, but with a big prize of 1 million pesos, or 40,000 US dollars. The promotion worked wonders, and Pepsi experienced an astronomical rise in sales.
Wow, okay. Okay, so what's so bad?
Certain popular numbers, such as 349, were supposed to be eliminated from the grand prize draw, but somewhere the wires got crossed, and 349 was wrongly picked and announced as the winning number. The result? Hundreds of thousands of winners expecting a $40,000 payout. Pepsi backed out of the promise, and riots ensued. Pepsi faced lawsuits, trucks were burned, and people were actually killed.
Dude, oh my, so imagine that, having to pay so many people because they won the number. You say no, of course, because you don't have that much money to give it to millions of people, right? Like, yeah, no, I don't blame them for reacting that way. I would too, to, you know, a certain extent, because like, I thought I was supposed to win. I thought this was supposed to be a thing. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hope you guys are doing great. I know I am. As always, peace. Adios.